Islam. Shout out to the ancestors. Shout out to the ancestors first and foremost. That's what I like to do because we are the ancestors. You best believe it. Yeah, so let's get this off straight out the gate. I want to let y'all know how to spiritually read. Everybody think they know how to read. A lot of us don't know how to read words, let alone read energy or spirits or souls or auras, because it's very much possible to do so. So I'll give you an example. I'll give you a situation, and I'll hopefully convey to you how to access the superpower ability to be able to spiritually read somebody. Now, yeah, I know I said superpower ability, but everybody has access to this ability. Disclaimer: everybody got access to it, but don't mean everybody can get to it. You can get to it, but can you get to it? You see what I'm saying? But anyways, let's say you have coworkers, and there's always this coworker that is always giving you shit. I'm talking about you get to work, and this coworker's like, "Hey, I did this for you before you got here," and then like I took out the trash for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew when you got here, you was gonna have to do that, so I took it out for you. And you like, okay, cool. You think this person got your back. The boss later on comes in and says, "Who left the refrigerator door open?" You know you left the fridge door open. The coworker steps up and says, "I did it." Try to have your back. So this coworker is the opposite sex of yours. The next day, this coworker asks to go on a date with you. You turn him down or turn her down, and y'all go to work the next day after that. And this coworker goes in before you, and you're right behind them. And instead of them, they would usually hold the door open for you, or would usually, acknowledge you. Now they giving you the cold shoulder. Initially, you want to say, okay, well, this person, they obviously mad. You know, they obviously mad about what happened, our conversation. So you want to try to spiritually read this person and figure out what's really wrong with them, right? If somebody fucks with you for real, they really like you for real, something like that wouldn't stop them from being kind to you, right? But if they, selfish people may seem like they want to help you, may seem like they want to give shit to you, look out for you, but it's really for them. Like they looking out for you so that they can get something in return. Like at the end of the day, it's not really looking out for somebody. If you looking for something in fucking return, you got paid for whatever the fuck you thought you were looking out for. Like, I'll give you another example. I just seen a post on Facebook where this woman was like, "Ladies, it's cuffing season." Or this, I think she said it's wintertime. Hide your apartments. Yeah, that was it. Because it's basically saying that niggas was gonna be doing their hardest to try to get with you, even though they don't really fuck with you, just to have somewhere to sleep during the fucking winter. It's come sometime they might leave your motherfucking ass. Now, how can you tell if a dude really fucking with you or if he really just using your ass for your apartment, ladies, or for your crib? You have to be able to spiritually read them. Words can say one thing, but a person's actions speaks louder. It's just known. Like actions speak louder than words. So with that being said, you got to be careful, listening to what people say, the majority of the time, and then their actions saying something completely different. Now we have people that won't say a word around you, but you still can pick up on them vibes. So reading is not necessarily dealing with words all the time. If you are waking up in the morning and you walk out the house and a bird flies down in front of you and almost hits your fucking face and you back, you saw the sign. That could be you needing to read a sign. That could be a sign for you to read, right? and you didn't read it. You just looked at it like a bird just was flying past you. And it could have been a sign trying to tell you to do something, or you might pull up to the stop sign and you got to go north, but everything is blocked off. And then you make a right turn and you try to make a left turn to keep going north, but everything's still blocked off. So you try to make a left turn and a right turn to keep going north, but everything's still blocked off. Something's trying to stop you from fucking going north. So maybe you should, read the sign. You feel me? Because it might not say a sign. There most of the time won't be a sign that says, don't go here. Like, stop, turn around. Hey, you, stop, turn around. Danger ahead. You feel me? Most of the time, there won't be a danger ahead sign. You have to be able to read energies and know what the fuck going on. Sometime when I'm on the road, I'm traveling somewhere and I'm riding dirty, if you know what I'm talking about, or if I'm, if it's raining real hard, not if it's raining, take that, scratch that. Let's say I'm riding dirty, I'm on my way, and I see a hawk fly over my head. Or if I'm going somewhere, I ain't got to be riding dirty. I'm just riding. And a hawk flies over my head, or a falcon flies over my head. I'm talking about a big bird. I always see that as a sign of Horus or Harut, aka like this Jesus energy letting me know that everything's gonna be okay. You feel me? Because it's flying with me, it's watching over me. You feel me? So, like, I don't look for Jesus. Like, don't think that for 1 second that I'm like, oh, Jesus is with me looking at me. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying that the ancestors be with you, that energy be with you. Now, the evil, let's talk about the evil energies that be, like the unseen forces. You trying to get a job, you going to this job interview, shit goes wrong. You leave the job interview, you catch a flat tire. You catch a flat tire. You get home, somebody broke into your crib, stole everything. You call the police, they argue with you, they arrest you. This all happens in one day. Whole time, right around the corner in your near future, is some shit that could change your life for the good, for the better. And it's an unseen force trying to bring you down or discourage you before you could even get to it. Like, literally, you might play yourself off the streets before you could even get to that blessing, because you couldn't read spiritually. You couldn't see when it was an evil force, after your motherfucking ass. And if you could see it, you could have been able to do something about it. You could defend yourself. If I know it's a ghost in this motherfucker out to get me, I can move different. But if I don't know, then I'm just gonna be fucking tripping, like literally falling over and hitting the ground, not knowing that somebody tripped me up the whole time. If that make any sense. And yeah, as far as spiritually reading somebody, the eyes are the doors to the soul. If they can't look you in the eyes while you talking to them, like, if they get real uncomfortable off of you looking them directly in the eyes, they don't want to be read. They know about, you being able to peer into their soul, and they don't want to be read, or you'll get them kind of people that hold on 1 second. You'll get them kind of people that wear these all the time, so you can't read them. They don't want to be read. They don't want you to know what they thinking. They don't want you to know, how they feeling, because this hides what they're thinking. It hides what they're feeling. You might see a smile, but them eyes will tell it all. You might see a frown, but them eyes will tell it all. Like, a frown can mean anything. A smile can mean anything, but them eyes tell it all. Also, there's something called the Akashic Records. If you don't already know, like, a lot of us know about the Akashic Records, but don't know how to read them. We can't tap into them. We just know that there's a universal library of everything that has ever happened or that will ever happen that you can read. It's like a book for all those who can read it. Oh, y'all want to know how to get into it? Oh, okay. Your mind, it's a powerful thing. The thought. Go read the Emerald Tablets of I want to say Thoth or Thought, Thoth, or because it ain't Thought. I know it ain't the Emerald Tablets of Thought. It's the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, but Tahuti is his name. Hermes Trismegistus. It's Hermes the Third. This motherfucker reincarnated time and time again throughout time, right? Just go read it. Type it in the Emerald Tablets PDF. You know what I'm saying? If you're using your phone or your computer, or if you can go to the library, go read that book, because it let me know that your thought is not just your thought. Like, and this shit is timeless and it's infinite, you know, and it can travel the speed of light, faster than the speed of light. I can go from here to Atlanta just as quick as I could say Atlanta in the mind. I personally don't feel like I've told y'all enough as far as how to read spiritually. So I'm trying to think of a better way to convey this message. If y'all want to spiritually read me, first of all, what is a spirit? You know what I'm saying? Let's look that up. Let's define spirit. We know it's breath, but let's define it. Yeah, the origin of the word spirit is spirer, spirer, like spy, SPI, and then rare, RARE, but it's Latin. Spirer is for breathe, it means breath. And then spiritus, which is breath or spirit. So we use breath to speak with words. Tone, the tone in which someone says something always lets you know some shit too, right? It ain't, my mama always used to say, it ain't what you say, it's how you say it. People think because somebody tell you they love you, they love you. How can you know? You know this by reading. Okay? Reading. Now, I'm going to give you a small lesson in reading by itself, and we're going to use that analogy and compare it to spiritually reading somebody. When you read, you should read word for word. And if you come across a word you don't know, you should stop and look into that word, find out what that word means, then go back, start over, right? Start that sentence over or that paragraph over so that you can have a full understanding, a full drawn, and then continue to read from there and repeat. This is simple. So if I'm spiritually reading somebody, I would read them word for word, right? Or uh, action by action. And if I come across an action I don't understand, I will stop right there and I will reevaluate and then look at them from the whole nother point of view from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Then I can get a full drawn on your ass. I know what your ass is on now. You know what I'm saying? Every time I come around, you always asking me for motherfucking gas money. You ain't got no gas in this bitch yourself. So you really just want to hang out, put gas in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Or every time you ask me, every time you call me, it's for something. You want me to pick you up. You want me to take you somewhere. I know that you only call. I could read energies. I could tell you only using me. You feel me? And that can go for a lot of different shit. You know, it can go for a lot of different things. You know, I refuse to be used. You feel me? So, yeah, learn how to read.